I'm Raul via at the W Hotel in San Diego at the Konami Suite for PixelatedGeek.com. And I'm here with Pearl Liu. Pearl, why don't you tell us a little about yourself?
Hi, my name is Pearl Liu. I'm the Associate Brand Manager working on Zone Meander's HD collection, and I can tell you a couple things about Zone Meanders if you're interested.
Well, definitely. I'm, big Zone of the Enders fan myself. So I guess first off, I'd really like to know, what do fans have in store for them with this HD reimagining?
Well, first of all, the fact that it even exists. I think Zone of the Enders HD collection is a great chance to bring back two games that I think were might have been overlooked a little bit. I think if you played the game, you know how good it is. You know how thrilling that action is. You know what it's like to fly as a giant robot, just pew 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 lasers. That feeling is so exciting. And it was so great, and it was such a great game. Both of those games were such great games for their time, and we're really excited to be bringing them back in an HD collection, in full high def, in 720p high def, 60 frames per second, 60x9 resolution, and just bringing it back for fans who maybe played it before or maybe just didn't get around to playing it. Especially with Zone of the Enders 2 is one of those, we were talking about this earlier too, it's one of those games that you have to camp eBay and you're going to be prepared to shell out a bunch of cash to get a copy of that game.
I remember it was very hard to find that game back in 2007.
Yeah.
So I imagine it'd be a lot more difficult now.
Yeah, it's not easy.
But first off, what new features are in the HD collection that fans might be looking forward to?
So, first of all, we were very keen on preserving the original gameplay. So, I know some HD collections try to go back and they try to reinvent the wheel a little bit. They try to add new features, and just definitely to their credit. For us, we just wanted to focus on capturing the essence of that original gameplay experience and just bringing it back the way people remember. I think when you look back on games that you played back in the day, you remember those 8-bit games as being a lot prettier than they actually were. You know what I mean? There's kind of the glow of nostalgia, the memory of them. For us, we definitely want to try to live up to that memory and make it as good as people remembered it to be. The challenge is that the expectations are much different now because everybody's playing on, they're playing on their high-def sound systems, they're playing on their fancy, big screen TVs, they're playing with, the PS3, the graphics power of the PS3, graphics power of the 360. It's just, it's a new generation of platform gaming. So for us, it was just capturing that essence of that feel and then bringing it to a current generation. The couple new features in this are, we have trophy and achievement support for those fans who enjoy collecting, certain things. I think there's a name for those kinds of people, but we won't say this. We'll keep it a family show. And we also added there's a couple new opening animations. We went back to the studio that did the original opening animations for Zone of the Enders 1 and Zone of the Enders Second Runner, Sunrise. And Sunrise, as you know,
Gundam, giant robot anime, their name is practically synonymous.
If you want giant robot anime, you go to Sunrise. It's just understood. So we went back, worked with them on uprising all the original opening animations for Zoe 1 and 2. And we went back and created an all-new opening animation for the HD collection that you can see back here. So it's gorgeous. It's a beautiful opening animation. The other new thing that the American fans, I think, are in for, they're in for a treat, because we're also bringing over a previously exclusive European version of Zone of the Enders Second Runner to the United States for the first time. This version has a couple of new missions, has a couple of new difficulty levels, so I think people who might have played it previously, people who, I don't know, I saw you blow through this game earlier. You just I know this is something that hopefully fans will like and people will dig. And those are pretty much the main new additions. We didn't really want to totally reinvent the wheel here. We wanted to just bring it back and make it a high quality experience.
So for fans that completely mastered the two games, can we see any additional difficulty levels to give those fans a new challenge?
Yeah. So there'll be something a little extra for people who've already been there, done that, like yourself. As I just saw you blow through all that stuff. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Well, as we get closer to release, is there anything the fans should really expect with the final product?
There's a little something extra with Zone of the Enders HD collection. So if you remember Zone of the Enders 1, the first one, It had a little extra something called the demo for the Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that game.
Yeah, it's a franchise that Hideo Kojima, who's also happens to do Zone Enders, also happens to do this other franchise, Metal Gear Solid. So we're really excited. We were really excited about that. We're actually doing a similar thing for Zone of the Enders HD Collection. We're including the first available demo for his Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, the new Metal Gear title from Kojima Productions. It'll be the first time you'll be able to play it anywhere in the world. Well, aside from like select press, but it'll be the first time fans will be able to get their hands on this game. So that demo is sweet. That's all I'll say. People will be in for a treat.
All right, well, I think that's everything I got for you today. I mean, just definitely as a fan, I'm really excited as, it definitely plays well, and I'm just glad to see that Kojima Productions is deciding to just bring back a game that, as we said, was very underrated. But aside from that, I think it's time for us to head off. So, for Pixelated Geek, I'm Raul Valle, and I hope you have a good one.
We speak geek.